Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of Preacher's Kid. Listen, you've been with us this long. Comment, like, subscribe. Get the word out to somebody that Preacher's Kid is here. We're live. We're here. Send it to your mom, your brother, your sister, your father, your uncle, your cousin. Send it to everybody and just let's get the word out. We're here healing, breaking traumas, getting rid of stereotypes and all these great things. Today we have an amazing. Y'all don't know how amazing she is. Y'all don't know how amazing she is. We have an amazing guest with us today. Help me welcome Reniece Allen to Preacher's Kid.
Hello, hello. I am so honored and happy to be sitting in a seat with you, Tyler, today.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
You are one of the kindest, sweetest people that I know. Many people don't know how amazing you've been to me and my wife. So before anything, we just honor you. We thank you for just taking the time out to be here, you know. And I know you have a crazy story. I know your journey it's been a lot of ups and downs. So you know why you're here. Let's let the audience know why you're here. So bring us into that day.
Okay, so April 1st, 2023, I experienced the most life-changing thing that I never thought at such a tender age I would be experiencing, and that is the loss of the love of my life, whom I don't even know how I'm doing life without him right now.
Yeah.
I lost him at a tender age of 40.
Wow.
I was at work, spoke to him after 3 in the morning, and by after 5, he was no more. So the saying that goes, here today, gone tomorrow, for me, it's here today, gone today.
Wow.
So because of that, I live life I'm very intentional about living because life is fickle and it can just be slipped away. So I'm left here, a widow, with 2 handsome sons that
Yes.
over the course of then 13 years of marriage, we were able to produce. And I am just literally doing life by God's grace.
Wow. That that alone is just it's crazy. Can you bring us into matter of fact, before we even go any further, if we could just have a moment of silence for Pastor Stephen Allen. Thank you so much, and thank you for all that are watching. This is not something that's easy. I know it's not easy for you, and it's not easy for me. Um, Bring us into who you were when Pastor Stephen Allen was here.
So my identity and just purpose was so interwoven with Steve. Just our day-to-day routine, our rhythm, and just creating a life that we wanted for us and for our kids. Just things that we've manifested. It was a beautiful journey. Was it easy? No, it was not. But I would have not traded that for the world. Doing life with this man was amazing. We are big kids at heart. And I'm glad that we never lost that spark of where we started. And I feel like that's what helped us transition even in the most difficult of times. Marriage is not easy, we know that. But I truly believe when you have someone like your ride or die, to really weather the storm with you, not just in the good, but I mean, they are down there in the trenches with you to pray, to intercede when you can't, and vice versa. It's a beautiful thing. So life with Steve, within ministry and out of ministry, was a beautiful thing. I always tell people, with Steve, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
There is no fakeness about him. I can't say, oh, he's this way to you, and home he's a next way. Whatever Steve presents, that is who Steve is, and I really honor him for staying the course.
Right.
That was not just my husband. That was literally my best friend, my buddy. I felt like the day Stephen died, a part of me left.
Wow.
Because I wasn't just losing my husband. I was losing my very being.
Yeah.
Our relationship just goes deep. And I am so honored to have walked that journey. I tell people all the time I felt so privileged
Right.
that God has chosen me to walk that journey with one of his best gifts that he presented here on earth.
He definitely was one of the best gifts. I did not get the chance to know him in his fullness, but from what I have seen in the maybe couple of times I've got to see him and talk to him, this guy was hilarious.
Yes.
He was hilarious. And when you said, like, you guys are big kids, I'm like, yep, I saw that. He was just a big kid, always happy, always just making a joke or smiling and just bringing everybody into that. And I feel like we need more of that. We need more of that. So thank you for bringing us into that. We're here now.
Yeah.
What has the journey been like since that day?
It's so hard to articulate. It's so hard to put in words, but it's truly been a journey. But might I add, it's not what one would think. I am able to really live out Philippians 4:7. And I tell people I am truly experiencing the peace that surpasses all understanding.
Wow.
Because if it wasn't for the grace of God, and I know it might sound cliche, but it's for real, and this is my reality. If it wasn't for his hands that has gripped me and kept me in my right mind, I mean, a whole crash out could have happened.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. So oftentimes when I'm asked that, I really do reference Philippians 4:7, and that is that God has given me the peace that truly surpasses all understanding. It's beyond comprehension, and I will not question it. I'm just going to sit in it and allow him to do the work.
Right. So what has your soul been saying in those, maybe those late nights or early mornings or special days, what has your soul been saying? I know even just yesterday, that was your anniversary on the, how long was it?
It was 20 years. It
20
would have been
years
20 years,
of you
our
guys
dating
dating.
anniversary, yes.
So on those special days, what is your soul saying? The things that, because people say cliche things like, oh, sorry for your loss and stuff like that. But when you're alone, because peace doesn't mean that you stop grieving. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you still have that feeling, though. Like, I want you to be totally and just tell us, what are those feelings like? What are those feelings that you're having? Have you ever had to question God?
So, to my surprise, no.
Wow.
To my surprise,
Because
no. And
oh my God.
when I say this, people are
would've
like,
been good.
what?
Yeah.
What? You lost your good thing. What? And I can always reference it back to that piece.
Yeah.
May I add that even before Stephen transitioned, God has already started the comforting and the healing. I say this because I am a worshiper at heart. I'm a lover of music. And that is one of the ways in which God really show himself for me. And I remember there's a song, I can't sing, Tyler. Um, it says, "You're too faithful to fail me."
Oh, right.
Yes, right? And 2 weeks straight, that song has been in my spirit. And this is prior the transition of Pastor Allen. And I'll never forget the last Sunday he was here on earth. I was washing dishes and I started to hum the song. Didn't even know, unintentionally. And he came behind me and he said, "Man, that song's been in your spirit for a long time now." He's like, "You've been singing that song probably about a week and a half." And I was like, "Man, I'm just listening to the words and it's just ministering to me and da-da-da." And it's not until after Stephen transitioned, I remember we were planning the funeral and everybody just kind of gathered around me and just to show support and all of that. And it became so overwhelming that I had to separate myself. And I went upstairs in my sister's room and I began to weep. And as I grabbed my blanket, I felt the Spirit of God just came over me. And the song resonated. Resonated. And it took on a whole different meaning. And he just revealed to me, I already knew. You didn't. I already knew. So the comforting, the healing, whatever it is that you needed, it made sense. God was already preparing for me to start the process. So I say this to say that songs is what's been keeping me. What is my soul saying? For instance, yesterday, 20 years, wow, beautiful things. These are things that we look forward to. It was really a happy moment. It was really a place where I thank God that I experienced such time with him. And is it always like that? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. But I've never questioned it, and I am trusting. I've questioned myself why I haven't questioned God. To the point where I'm like, did you really love this man?
Oh my God.
Did you really care? Because the way you're acting, it does not reflect somebody that whole life has been in shambles. So I felt guilty for even experiencing such peace. But it's not always perfect. It's not always cookie cutter. Yes, I have those moments where I am just soaked in sadness and just a sense of longing. But then I am reassured of the hands that is keeping me.
Reniece, this is honestly, it's taken a different turn because you started talking about worship, right? And it's so amazing that God gave you that song. Many of us, like, we can worship God when things are good, but when it gets bad, that's when it's hard. But it seemed like for you, that came as like a second nature. Like, I'm hurting, I'm grieving, but I know that God is still in control. I know, like, it reminds me of the story with David and Absalom, when Absalom took the city from David, and David was on a hill and turned back and looked at the city. And most of us, if we're king and the city was just taken from us, I would have been crashing out. I would have been mad. I would have been trying to kill somebody. Nobody could say nothing to me. But this man turned to the city and fell on his knees and worshiped. And that was your posture. Worship.
I'll say this. Like I said, I'm just so surprised and amazed of how this transition has been for me. But I am so grateful that it has pushed me closer to God and not away. Not away.
It would have pushed a lot of people away. And, like, I'm really amazed with your strength, and that's why this episode is called "She's Still Standing." I didn't know that when I came up with that episode title. That, well, I know you're still standing, but like, you're really still standing. You know, like, not just physically but mentally. You know, you have your hard days like we all do, but you're confident in God.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This has, like I said, really pushed me closer to him. And not that I wasn't close, listen, but it's like a first love. And you just can't get enough. And you want to know more. And you're so intrigued. And you'll do anything to finesse. And to, that's where I'm at. It's like redefining what loving God and being loved by God looks like. And in this process, I am reminded that He does not want me polished, He wants me postured.
Wow.
Because when you are postured, He does the refining.
Yeah.
He does the repositioning. He does the realignment. And I don't mind being in that space, because I tell people that I don't think I experience a broken heart. When something is broken, though it's fragmented, the pieces are recognizable. And you can put it together, and while you see the scars, you can say, hey, that's a chair. Hey, that's a vase. Hey, that's a lamp. I felt like my heart was shattered.
Wow.
Shattered. And you know, when something is shattered, it has been violently destroyed to the point that sometimes you can't even find the pieces.
Right.
And it's impossible to ever piece this thing together and it looked like what it was.
Exactly.
You can make something out of it, but it will never take on the shape or ever truly take on its identity.
Right.
And I'm gonna pause and say this, that God is the only one that can take the broken, the fragile, the shattered parts,
Thank you, Jesus.
put His hands on it, and perfect it, that it looks even 100 times better than what it did in its original state. So much that it needs a reintroduction.
Wow.
Because it's made even more
That was good.
perfect than what it was.
Yeah.
That's the God we serve.
Reniece, that was good. You need to preach. You gotta get a mic in your head, because that was good. So you were always close with God.
Yes.
But this journey has brought you closer, and I love what you brought
Closer.
about, even when you said your heart was shattered. But basically, you're in a season of rediscovery, kind of.
Yes. Yes,
So
absolutely.
You spoke about in the beginning that, you know, you both were intertwined.
Yes.
When you see Reniece, you see Steven.
I know
You
that's
get-
right.
And so after this, how was that? Like, you now learning to you're alone.
So, yes, you see Reniece, you see Steven, you see Steven, you see Reniece. But one thing he has never, me myself, and this is why I say it's good in who you partner with, whether it's in a marriage, whether it's in life, whatever it is, it's good who is on your team, who's your village. Because one thing Steve has preached and stand by on his promises, you will never lose yourself in any space I'm in. I won't allow you to.
Wow.
So while we are very much intertwined, and it's you for me and me for you, Reniece had her own identity.
Okay.
And any choices that I had made prior to Stephen passing wasn't because of Steve, it was because of
you.
Reniece.
Okay.
So the rediscovery and the learning myself is truly for me, because I was so wrapped up into being the wife, into being the mom, into being doing ministry and stuff. Those are the things that brought me joy. And he would always be like, girl, you gotta take time out for yourself. You can't just be succumbed by everything else. What about
Ministry,
Reniece?
mom.
What about Reniece?
Yeah.
but it's my love for these things
Exactly, of course.
that allowed me to do it.
Right.
So now in this space, I've never lost my identity, but I am learning so much more about Reniece, and now I've turned the lens on Reniece.
Yeah.
So it's the love and the desire that I have for Reniece to prosper, to thrive, that is prompting this rediscovery.
Yeah. Wow.
But I love it. I love new. I love new. It's it's not sad, but how it happened, I should say. It's a lot. However, you can't change what has happened.
Right.
But how you move forward is all depends on your posture and how you see yourself. And I know Steve would want me to be happy and truly live my blessed life.
Amen.
Not only my best life, but my blessed life. And I am embracing that.
Yeah.
It's all about Reniece.
So, because you started the identity thing, and literally every person who has come on this podcast so far we've all been talking about identity.
Wow.
Because sometimes we lose ourselves. You get what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you had somebody there who made you be like, up, you got to look, what do you like to do? Who's Reniece? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're now, and you never lost your identity, but now you're rediscovering and stepping more into that. So what does that look like? How are you rediscovering you?
Reniece, who she was 2009 when I got married, is not the Reniece now in 2025. Neither was it the Reniece in 2023 when she lost Steve. So my likes for things, my palette for things has changed. Maybe there are some things that it wasn't for me that kind of like turned my head like, wait, maybe. Yeah. And then there's things like, oh, I've outgrown that. So, but just a lot of self-care. That's a big one for me. Self-care. Reniece is the one that cares for everyone.
Yes.
And I don't do it for show.
Right.
I don't do it for credit. That is just my heart. It's one of my love language. I am such a giver. It does my heart well to see the ones that I love is thriving and is happy and whatever. I'm not God. I can't do everything. Yeah. But whatever I can impart in any way I can impart, I am willing to do so. So now I'm trying to turn that on me. What are your likes? What are your what makes Reniece tick? Yeah. Right. And for me, in this moment, it's self-care. Whether it's a spa day, getting my nails done, I'm good for some getaways. I'm ready to be out.
Reniece is on a vacation maybe like 3 weeks out of every month.
I look on her Instagram
and you on a vacation. I'm just like, I'm trying to be like Reniece.
Yes, whether it's a vacation, a staycation, whether I'm locked up in my house and nobody knows, in silence. Wherever I can find solitude, like that's where you're gonna catch Reniece. And for me, it's just like self-care and just pouring into me. So that's what it looks like for me now. Right. And also allowing people to pour, to actually sit on the receiving end. That's something that was hard for me to do. And Steve sat me down one day and he's like, babe, listen, I know your heart. I know how you are. But somebody from the outside looking in can take offense to that. Because where you can pour and give and they're so receptive, when somebody's trying to do the same thing for you and you push them off, you're not saying they're not good enough. You just don't know how to receive it. But to them, they're going to always feel like whatever they're doing is just not good enough. And I'm just like, girl, you gotta get in that space where be on the receiving end, because just as how much you want to light up somebody's world and you want to see people happy, there's people that is truly rooting for you, that wants that joy for you. So open up that space for them to pour. So exactly that's the next thing I'm learning is to
allow people to be something for you.
Yes.
I think that's one of the biggest things for me as well that I had to like struggle with for a long time. It's like I love being like what everybody kind of like needs, and I don't mean that in like a prideful way. Like
Right.
if I can help, I
I'ma
will be the
help.
first one to help.
Yeah.
But there was for a long time, and maybe still a little now, that I don't like people helping me. I don't like people just, I'm fine, I got it, but
Yeah.
what do you need? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was something big. As you were talking, a question came up in my head.
Okay.
Because, Stephen was a pastor. You were, you are a first lady.
Yeah.
Are you a minister? Are you?
Elect. Yeah.
Okay. So, what's happening now with ministry? Because you spoke about rediscovering yourself with, God, you're
Yes.
rediscovering even
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
What is God pulling you into as far as ministry now?
Listen, I'll say this. I can't run any longer. He has me by the neck. Like, your time is up. Let's go. And it's not something that I came to realize post Stevens,
Right.
that
You've
this is
always
something I've
known.
always known. And once again, I'm talking about you, boy. He got so upset one day, and he said, "You don't trust the God that's in me.
Wow.
But you just see me as a husband. I'm good to pastor others, but you don't trust the God that's in me. You are such and such. God has called you for such and such, and you know that. What do you mean? You just want to help. You just want to stay in the back." He's like, "No." And he always joked, "There's one that's greater than I." And he says, "I'm the pastor, and everybody's looking at me, but man, I can't wait for the world to see you and for you to impart." So personally, I know what God has called me to do, and I have been, Tyler, I was running. For years, I was running.
Okay, I'm not trying to cut you, but why are you running? And especially more focused. Why were you running then? But why are you running now?
Now
Has
I'm
that
not
changed?
running. No, that
Well,
has changed.
now, yes.
But then I guess it's just being doing ministry literally for as long as I know. I think I've held every role in church outside of pastor. And just seeing what it comes with, I'm like, listen, I would just rather come and worship and listen, peace. I'll see you next Sunday, or I'll see you at Bible studies and stuff. I don't want to be in the mix with everything else. I'm not the one for a spotlight. That does not intrigue me. But at the end of the day, when you're called, you're called.
Right.
And I am availing myself, because one, I have no choice, but two, I've realized the call on my life. And I'm gonna do kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do kingdom. Whatever that looks like. It's pending. And when time will reveal.
Yeah.
Time will reveal. But just know that Reniece has postured herself. I've given my yes, and I'm sticking to my yes.
Full yes.
Now
Full surrender.
it's full surrender.
Not
It doesn't
just in
matter.
your personal life,
not
even
just
in ministry.
Yes.
You're gonna do it.
Full surrender. Full surrender, because God has just truly showed himself to me.
Yeah.
And I'm a go. I'm in that space where,
Yeah.
I'm a go.
As you are grieving, and just going through this process, have you ever felt like you were forced to grieve in a certain way? Because when somebody passes, you kind of just get sorry for your loss, oh, condolences, oh, call me, let's pray. But I'm pretty sure you had a community, right?
Yeah.
But did you ever feel like maybe pressured by people who really just did not get it? And you don't gotta say no names, but did you ever feel pressured by all right, this person just doesn't get it?
No. No, and that probably could be, one of the reasons could be because I was so tuned out, so numb.
Oh, so you wasn't even listening to what they were saying.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't know is grieving for me started with Steve. It didn't end with Steve. In the court from April 1st of 2023 up until recent, months, 2025, a couple of weeks ago, I've suffered losses.
Yeah.
But when I look back and I see how, even in the midst of chaos, God has been so good. Because one day I sat down and I said, but what if it went the other way? What if it was the friend, then the cousin, then the godmother, then the other cousin, then your grandma, then Steve, you know,
True.
it would have wrecked me.
Yeah.
But everybody knows I love my mama, my mama Maisie. That is my world. She helped raise me. And I've always said two things that would take me out of this place is losing my husband and losing my grandmother. And it so happened that I lost Steve, and then my grandmother followed shortly thereafter. So at that point, I was just numb. It's just like, okay, whatever. So it's almost like you're grieving, and then you're hit.
Right.
And I'm just like, God, listen, just give it to me all at once. Listen,
Yeah.
be careful what you ask for, by the way. But it's just like, God, give it my heart. And this is why I said it's been shattered. It's like, I can't.
So, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, but my mind, sometimes
That's
I
fine.
get a little question and I got to ask.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you spoke about heart being shattered with Steven. So
Yeah.
because yes, I do know you've lost a lot since then. And
Yeah.
was it even before then were you losing a lot, or?
No, it literally
really
started
started-
at Steve. And
Did you feel like it was like a reshattering every single time of your heart and then having to like step back into that place with God?
yes and no. Only because, like I said,
You're amazing me right now because I don't understand how you're doing it. I don't.
only because there was no time for me. At least this is how I thought. There was no time for recovery. There was no time for recovery. So it's almost like taking the pieces that's already broken and
They were
just
already still there.
still breaking.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I kind of gather up these parts and then somebody came and just smash it down. No, there wasn't no time for recovery.
Or like
So
when
you went numb.
Exactly. Or like when you have like shattered glass or something and you pick up a piece, but like while you're picking it up, another piece off of that breaks.
Yes.
It was kind of like that.
Yes.
Like while I'm rediscovering myself, there's little bits still falling to the ground, but I'm still picking them up as I go.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
And I'm just like, at this point, honestly, I don't even think I've really fully grieved Stephen, and he was the first.
Yeah, right.
And now we are like many family members
Yeah.
later. And even my grandma, Tyla, my grandma, was my world. Even that too, I don't think I've fully grieved because I haven't really had the time. However, when I get in those spaces, in those moments, for me, it's not to get over it. I'm not trying to get over it.
Right.
I'm trying to get through it. Because when you try to get over things, you leave
Yes.
room for chaos.
Yes.
You leave room for continued trauma. But when you allow yourself to sit and to feel the full spectrum of every emotion, because grief is a deeply personal process. There is no right or wrong way to experience it. But if I can be of any advice to anyone, sit in it. Whatever you're grieving, whatever grief looks like for you, allow yourself to sit in it. Because when you come up for air, you're going to appreciate that breath of fresh air. You're going to appreciate those laughs and those joys.
Right.
It's called balance. It's called balance. And after a while, you're not going to be fazed by the process. Because for every start, there has to be a finish.
Amen.
And the reality of things is, it says time heal all wounds. No, time does not heal all wounds. It allows you to cope. It may not hurt as much, but it still hurts. It's like getting a cut, and that cut may leave a bruise, black and blue, and then it clears up, and then it leaves a scar. Does it hurt when you touch it? No, but it's there as a reminder of what you went through.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. And you can take it as a lesson learned of what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
But sit in your process, sit in your grief, and just don't stay there.
Yeah. I think a lot of times we, like you were saying, we beg God to take us out of what we're going through, but don't understand that when we do that, we have to restart a process over.
Yeah.
When you ask God, take me out of this. Oh, I can't do this. I can't be here. You are telling God that you cannot experience another level because, we know God when His houses and cars and stuff like that, but we don't want to know Him in the fellowship of His suffering.
Yeah.
And if Jesus suffered, we're going to suffer as well.
If you suffer with me, you will reign with me.
Exactly. And we have to stop saying, God, take me out of this, and God, bring me through.
Bring me
Whatever
through
you're trying to teach me. Yeah, the feelings are there.
Yes.
The emotions are there. I
Yes.
don't understand. It's a lot going on, but bring me all the way through.
All the way through.
For months, that has been one of my cries that I'm like, I don't know what this season is bringing, but God, bring me through.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to keep repeating this process over, and I want you to bring me all the way through.
Yeah.
You are also a mom.
Yes.
How does, with grieving and with life in just general, and also you taking that time for yourself,
Yeah.
how do you still make time? How have you learned how to balance being a mom, but also being Reniece?
My kids are like the best thing in the world. For such a young, for 11 and 9, man, they're so wise. They're so understanding. And they give me the space to be.
Really? Wow.
They really do. They give me the space to be. They're not some typical kids. Like, my kids is really it.
Yeah.
Like, I love them. So it makes it more easier to pour into. And when I can't, I just can't. And they understand it's okay. But they're never left in lack.
Right.
Thankful to my village and stuff. But like I said, my kids are just amazing. And being a mom, it just comes, honestly, second nature. It's like you can't turn off.
You can't turn it off. Right.
Being a mom.
Yeah.
You're tired, but the kids they clothes gotta press. They gotta eat. They have a game. They have, like yesterday, my son, I had to come from work and go straight to his orientation. 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, these people don't think that we work, right? But I show up for my boys however I can. And I'm just so happy that they make the process so easy for me. When they get older, I just gotta thank them. My kids are always checking in. I'm in the room and they'll come in, Mom, you okay? Mom, is there anything you need? Oh, Mom, you going to work? Oh, Mom, what time should I wake you up? Oh, Mom, it's okay. I'll do this. And my son told me, he threatened me. He's like, Mom, tomorrow I'm cooking because you promised me in the week I was going to cook and I didn't cook. And I'm just like, okay, so they're gaining a sense of independence.
Yeah.
I have a son that's going to junior high and I am freaking out because that's just like a whole different ball game. This is where you learn your identity and you have to be, and I'm not going for mommy. I'm going to give you the info and you have to relay it to, and even in those moments, it's always me and their dad. Like, I mean, we parent for real.
Yeah.
We tag team for real. If one can't physically be there, we on FaceTime, we get stuff. So even in those spaces, it gets lonely and it's just like, I can't. Sometimes you feel like, I can't do this. But my kids remind me, yes, Mommy, you can. And you're the best mommy in the world.
Yeah.
And Daddy is so proud of, these are the things my kids say.
Wow.
And I'm just like, Steve, you talking through these babies?
Yeah,
Like,
because
in everything. Like, I'm like, God, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful.
yeah, kids at that age are usually, and it's not anything against them. They're just being kids.
They're just being kids.
Just always, kind of focus on themselves,
Yeah.
want to play video
Yeah.
games, don't really care about the
Yeah.
rest of the world right now.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see that at such a young age that You have
They
kids
are
that are there
amazing.
for
And
you as well.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And they've been like that, honestly, since they were younger.
Wow.
Always checking in with mommy, always checking in with daddy. So like I said, I pray that they continue to grow and just be
Yeah.
that. If they stay like this, man, mommy ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right.
They have a heart of gold. I just don't want the world to really wreck these babies.
Right.
But I am raising them to the best of my abilities as the Lord will instruct me on how to continue to parent.
Yeah.
But my kids are amazing.
Yes, they are. You're doing a great job.
Thank
You're doing
you.
an amazing
Thank
job.
you.
We are closing. I just have maybe like one or two questions left. But
That's fine.
what does it mean to you to still be standing, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually?
Just being in alignment with the life God has crafted, orchestrated, and very much strategic for me to live, and just to really live in gratitude, continue to be resilient, and know that this was not meant to break me,
Yeah.
but really to align me, for me to live out my purpose. Life is a journey, and I'm in it for the ride.
Yeah.
There is no failure in him. When we speak about God, we don't see defeat. We are overcomers. So to me, it doesn't matter what it looks like. I want to be spiritually sound. I want to be mentally sound. I want to be physically grounded. I want to be so lost in Christ,
Yeah.
so he can continue to anchor me. And just, I'm appreciating, like I said, the journey.
Yeah.
The
Right.
journey. It's a ride. I'm appreciating the journey. But I am open and willing to growth in every area of life.
That's amazing. As you're appreciating the journey, what do you see up ahead for you? Not rushing, but just hopefully,
And
you know, like
hopeful.
what's coming up for you?
Listen, I still want to be Reniece, be authentically Reniece. I want to continue to surround myself with people who are authentic and mean me well. I'm looking this season. I'm looking for some real, true friendships.
Yeah.
Non-judgmental riders, like just riders. It's hard to come by those. Just period.
Yeah.
I am extremely blessed. Hear me out. I am extremely blessed with the village, the people, both old and new,
Yeah.
that God has given me. I honor my friendships. I honor their pour. So I'm just looking for people who are authentic and real, especially for this journey that I'm about
Right.
to travel
Yeah.
in ministry and just in life. And because I know everybody want to know.
We want to know.
And if it's his divine will for my soul to yet again find its mate, I am so open to that. I am open to love. I mean, I love, and I love big. I have so much love to give. And I've always said, oh, if Stephen go, I'm never going to this, I'm never going to that. Man, oh man, how you have a different view of life. It's one thing to say something when you're not in that space.
Yeah.
You have a new outlook on life when you experience certain things. So I am truly open to love if it's the will of God for me to do so. And if he does that, God, you are so generous in your giving towards me. Your hands are not short towards me, and I'm thankful.
Do you plan on writing a book? Because we need to. Hello, you have so much. I think that you could just give out to the world. Is that in the future? I'm really asking. Like, I need to know because you need to tell the audience that they need to be looking out for a book,
Listen,
and they'll be seeing you preaching somewhere.
I am putting pen to paper. It's been said, it's been prophesied, it's been talked about. I am putting pen to paper. Reniece have so much, even outside of Steve, just life in itself. Reniece have so much and to say. So yeah, I would hope so.
You better.
I would
You
hope
ain't no
so.
hope so. You better. You better.
I would hope so.
Let the people know. I mean, oh my God, this episode was different for me. It was hopeful, you know, and I'm so grateful to God that you're still standing.
Thank you.
We need you. This world needs you. And I know in just a couple months, maybe I'll give it a year. Maybe I'll see you on somebody's podium stage preaching, and I just see so much stuff happening with you. So I'm just grateful to God. I'm just grateful that you're still standing. And oh my God, I have a lot of emotions right now because this was amazing. I'm so happy that you
so
came
much.
today just to share this with us and, you know, let the audience know. And just you're helping somebody who's grieving, a mother who's grieving, a wife, somebody, or even a father, and they just might not have that same grace that you've had throughout this whole. They don't know where to go next. Reniece, this was amazing. Can you let the people know where they can find you, support you, social medias, whatever?
So it's Instagram. I think it's Reniece24. I'm also on Facebook, Reniece Scott Allen. I go by name. I am always down for a really good chat.
Yeah.
I'm always down for support. Like I said, I love to pour. I really do.
Yeah.
I love to pour. I just have a big heart. I really love to pour. And man, yeah, you could reach out. You could reach out. We could chop it up. I'm truly grateful as to what God is doing in my life. And I oftentimes say this, what we go through, it's really not for us. It's really not for us. It's to stand as a testament of how God still saves, He still heals, He still delivers. And this is why we can stand rest assured that if He brought us to it, He's going to bring us through it.
Amen. Right.
Everything that we face in life, it did not come to necessarily break us, but to test our tenacity. Yeah. And we are overcomers. So it's a fixed fight.
Yes, it is.
It's a fixed fight. Live your life. Live your life as how Christ would have you, you know. And listen, the opinions of people, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. I have a friend that said to me the other day that opinions are like a-holes. Everyone has one. Pick and choose your battles. Don't be so moved by people's words. Trust, listen, making mistakes, bounce back from them. It's life lessons.
Right.
Just never lose yourself. Support is key. Therapy is key. And listen, you don't wait until you're going through something to have access for somebody to pour into you.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going through something, sit in somebody's chair. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Because in the midst of unloading, you're going to see like, wait, I didn't even know. I didn't even know this is what was going on. But allow God to direct you, to lead you, to pour into you and pour into yourself. And just be good. Just be good to you. Be good to others. And live the life.
Thank you so much for that advice. You guys are looking at Reniece Allen, the lady who is still standing. No matter what life brought to her, she's still here and she's still standing. This was an amazing episode. Thank you all for joining in. If you enjoyed this episode, I need you to like, comment, share, get this word out. If you know somebody who's grieving, even if they're not grieving, just send this word out, because we don't even just grieve physical death at times.
Yeah.
There's other parts of grieving that we could get into.
Absolutely.
But just get the word out to somebody that Preacher's Kid is here and we are rediscovering ourselves.
Yes.
We're breaking trauma, generational curses, and triggers, and we are healing and stepping into our identity. I will see you next week for episode 9. Beat me there.